Pressure. Man of Dawn, here we go!
Just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we are underway. The crowd control of RRQ or the damage of Geek Fam. With only Tarizla, it's going to be a bit more predictable. Can RRQ get a dominant end to this insane just subversion of expectations?
Remember the keys to victory. It's Angeloy, not Anjoy. So it's Angela on Beloy, not a boy. That's the secure win. If Geek Fam can't win it on the secure win hero, it's going to leave a big, lasting blow to their mental.
Wonder how Naomi's going to perform on his Minotaur, though. We've seen it before, I believe, but it really wasn't as flashy. He's going with the Wilderness Blessing as well as the Angela and the Lilia, actually. Everybody wants to be around the map. Mobility is the name of the game.
Okay, first minute here has elapsed. Seems like no first blood, no crazy rotations, no crazy invades. But again, here Nile opts for an MP Rage, though Lancelot nowadays can build hybrid. Tanky, but again, one endless battle, or even a War Axe can be enough. Let's see though, how will it transpose? Nile, cancelled. Naomi finding the gold grab in the mid lane.
Flicker out, Fairsick looking for it, but it's also a flicker from Lemon. Two flickers from both mid laners, Geek Fam and RRQ.
Lemon, though, he can do his work from afar. Same can be said for a boy. Ooh. And with the turtle spawning in 14, the gold laners definitely won't be in the picture. And Skylar actually ain't doing so hot.
Okay. Remember who Marky is, guys? He's the guy who mentored Kelra, one of the best in the business. In my opinion, individually, the greatest of all time. And Marky mentored that man. He knows a thing or two about gold laning as well.
See here the setup again. Naomi not level 4. No minute 3. Dyron now even finally gets a BDF, but very low.
Luke dealing a lot of damage, forcing a defensive Black Dragon form. Yes, folks, that's a DBDF. RRQ, Fairsick on this turtle. Luke dealing a lot of damage, forcing the heavy spin early. Beloyski's tying him up, forcing Fairsick out, and it's a free turtle over to Geek Fam through their winning lanes, through Angeloy.
Man, he just walked up and just kept going with the healing waves, damaging and healing at the same time. In the early game, it's definitely an obnoxious amount of healing. But RRQ, similar to game number 2, have to take it slow. And they don't really go for the fight, though, because in a way, that's a bit of a good adjustment. Exact same talent predictions, though.
You don't change.
Consistency.
You don't change. Consistency, indeed. You can see you're 3 minutes in. Okay, now you're looking for the...
Gets it. And he gets it. But now Fairsick is walking him down. That's some good damage. But there's always Angeloy. When you think you're low, you can look up to the skies and see Angeloy.
Assassin with the Angela. It's a combination we haven't seen as often, but it's definitely still a big problem. Fairsick is still dealing with it, and he will be able to get the litho here. Now they're moving their focus down to the gold lane. Of course, Skylar needs to win the lane, by the way, for RRQ's game plan to work as intended.
You can see here both teams rather slow-paced, stabilizing as well. Geek Fam and RRQ here. No first blood just yet. So it seems like both teams rather here playing it carefully here. Do not want to go for the crazy pick-offs just yet. And if we're talking about the gold laners, Marky and Skylar, A-OK on the farm department.
There's just a difference right now from the Claude we see now compared to the Claude we see before. Fairsick, wow, look at this chocolate as damage.
Wow.
Angeloy. Again with a few good hits, but speaking of that lane in the bottom lane, you're no longer able to use that Blazing Duet to clear out. You're mainly using it to poke or to all in, which is what Marky can do now. He farms usually just with skill 1 and basic attacks. That's the change in Claude.
And this combo, though, Angela and Lilia get slowed, get tied up, get destroyed. A boy going aggressive right here.
Which is surprising, right? I mean, Minotaur, a hero that is just very short range, melee, going up against an Angela and Lilia. See though, turtle take.
Penalty zone hit, but it is going to be Dyron getting out. Now the heavy spin locks them down, and he finds the retreat, but Naomi loses his life. But the Minions Fury popped in, it doesn't matter. The hard guard is there. Nile gets taken out by the passive burning and ticking, but Dyron loses his life to a boy.
It's a 2-for-1. The turtle again taken by RRQ, so technically gets a 3-4-1, but okay, the orange buff almost. They have Aloyski, such a nuisance, but who won that trade, Arashi?
Wait.
Okay, there's a flicker.
The snipe! Boom!
Hey!
All the way from half court, it's Lemon with a shot down on Angelo.
Overall, man, I think it's worth it for RRQ. They waited for the second objective. Now they have a bit more items, a bit more levels to play around with, and the Angela obnoxious early game has fallen off quite a bit. But Lemon, though, needs to be careful. A boy will be that aggressive laner that tries to solo kill you.
This is why a boy is such a very, very strong mid laner. His poke damage, he knows his Lilia, and he knows his potential on that hero. And again, the poking damage, the burst that he can provide already forced Lemon to burn the spell. A purple buff invade might happen here, and then there you go. Lancelot already moving towards that side, but bottom lane, it's a 3v2. They will die.
Ooh, good knockup. Marquis forced back on that battle mirror image. Even the black shoes used up. Skylar gets chunked though. Down super low, only with the help of a little bit of healing from Naomi's kit. Audience prediction, it's down to a single digit. Ladies and gentlemen, presented to you by the Samsung Galaxy A34, A545 5G, 92-8.
That's the concern later on for Geek fam. If they're trying to dive towards Lemon and Skylar, there's just so much protection. As long as RRQ don't overextend, considering it's the last game, potentially, that is the concern, right? Will they get overhyped? Will they overchase? And that will be when the healing, the slows, the backwards fighting from Geek fam with the Lilia and the Angela, and Claw technically, can be devastating against RRQ.
6 minutes, 7 minutes. Oh my god! Skylar hit and run, and Marquis popped the blazing duet a little too late there, as Skylar was able to get out.
That's a heavy spin, locking Nile as well. He's able to use the Thorn Rose to evade for a bit, but in his fury, he had to petrify everything.
Oh,
what? But it's still a boy who finds it. Now, with the black shoes getting out, the flicker as well. Luke still in the midst of it all. Naomi taken low. Now going at it onto Fairstay with a hard guard. He can continue to go forward. That's an Astral Sphere not connecting, but the Panda has been hammered down and splashed by some damage from Baloy.
Goodness. Geek fan, man, they are stepping off the gas, and first it gets taken out. Even the mid structure here. Geek fam.
Baloy?
Oh, almost. But Marquis already got the golden staff here, Arashi. Even though technically, structure-wise in that bottom lane, Marquis lost that lane. But I feel like he's active now.
He's active, but he is still losing on gold. It's to be expected from the Irrital in the hands of Skylar. But with the turret down, now Marquis won't have as much space to work with. Although without the mid turret available for RRQ, this means that there is less safe areas for them to walk away from. More distance that Geek fan can chase down and constantly slow with the Lilia, with the Angela as well. So they need to be a bit more careful, especially if they're contesting anywhere near that mid lane.
That's a good timer, by the way. To get the golden staff, 8 minutes in. Marquis doing a pretty good job on this hero that has fallen in priority quite hard in MPL Indonesia. Meanwhile, up top, wow, Nile giving quite a bit of damage onto Dyron, forcing him back and giving Marquis some more space to climb up. His next item should be, if it's safe, Wind of Nature, and he wants to go for more damage, Corrosion Scythe, Penetration, Melfic Roar. Very, very dynamic build.
Oh, what?
Boom. Lemon.
Almost. And again here now, jumps in. But it seems like, again, Geek fam here, what are they trying to do? It seems like they are trying to have more control in the mid, because of course they have taken that structure in the mid lane, so they will definitely play around that area more. Meanwhile, RRQ, they're still waiting on Skylar. That's it. That's about it.
Well, RRQ now, they're a lot more one-dimensional. Earlier there was a Sicilian, but now it's all Skylar.
They're going in, they're tying him up, but Baloy is forced to flicker out, and Skylar gets out. Meanwhile, Lemon is sent to help his gold laner. Skylar with a sprint already used, but a flicker and purify has been used up by Geek fam, and again, no hard guard.
The patience.
Yeah, the patience. It's going to be the key here, entering the first Lord Arashi. And can Geek fam go for this contest? Niall has that RX and Thunderbelt on his way towards the Guardian helmet. So still tanky items here prioritized by Niall. But, top lane, what's the top lane looking like? Okay, Skylar, minute 10, already given the orange buff.
Marky has the Blazing Duet again. Meanwhile, Skylar, the heavy crossbow still on cooldown. Niall picks up the purple, gets down with the puncture. Persic on to Luke. He's, clean maneuver. Oh,
Happy feet.
fancy feet. Oh my God, Luke.
Well, taking a lot of damage, but it's a bit of a weird situation here. RRQ are the ones dictating. Geek fam are the ones with more maneuverability, and they go for Skylar!
Oh my God, Marky with a Blazing Duet! Finds Skylar again, no sprint! And it helped this time. A boy's able to chunk Naomi. Wait, he might be going for more under the turret. Naomi and Lemon forced back entirely. Beloy in the front, Dyron moving forward. Beloy getting some healing as Niall has rotated over to help his roamer. Beloy able to escape for now. That's a BDF used up the Black Dragon form. Versick has a heavy spin. It'll come down to this. Now, Beloy going to be targeted down on the back line by Dyron. Versick goes in very low. Defensive execution and a retreat from Niall. 2 for 1. Geek Fam strikes back. Marquez takes Lemon down. The savior, the solution for Geek.
The solution indeed, and Geek Fam, they don't stop there. RRQ, they're in shambles right now. Oh my lord, Arashi, walk us through what happened and take a look at the momentum that Geek Fam has right now. It is unstoppable.
That's crazy. They have the lead in the setups. They had the better lead in the damage output as well. We said on RRQ, they have a lot more crowd control, but Geek Fam have a lot more AoE to work with. With the Claude and with the Lilia, it's a lot of damage being thrown around. And compared to the Lilia, Lemon cannot output the damage as decisively. So now they're losing in an all-in situation. Now, they're the ones that need to try and find a pickoff or find some poke damage before the real fight even begins. Because otherwise, Geek Fam will just win by default.
The super sub is looking very scary here for the Kings of Kings. Can they pull this off? Base turret 1 falls. No, but both teams here not yet pull the trigger.
Not yet. That's some good damage on Marky though. That might be the sign to pull the trigger. There's a wave down below. There's also some healing from Beloy. Gets Marky back to a quarter of his HP. Natural Echo connects onto Fibenile. Now jumps with a puncture onto Skylar. Dealing a lot of damage onto the back. My God! What the hell? Now locked down with a heavy spin. Niall brought back to the team. But he should be fine. He should be good with the recalls. That's style. That's class. He found Skylar. The spearhead of RRQ. Luke with the penalty zone. Marky with the Blazing Duet. Now Naomi. Minus Fury. Defensive. Niall moves forward. The base wide open. Marky on it right now. That's a Black Dragon form. Petrifying Marky. But Geek, they found the solution. A convincing win at match point.